get DJ Lorenthiel
We had
on the line.
The prize pool ended up exactly $2,300, which is just funny in my book. Doesn't come out to exact multiples of 10 for the prize pool, but you know, the fact that it was 2,300 exactly just.
Okay, hang on. I gotta cover your face for a sec.
Oh no.
Where is this guy?
Oh.
Oh, that's his name. His actual name is Peter. In case you're wondering.
Later.
Hi guys.
Oh, it's Piotrek from Polska.
Yeah, indeed.
Wow. You do not sound like I thought you would.
Okay, so may I interrupt for a while?
Of course you may interrupt for a while. We're here to listen to you, Master.
Okay, so firstly, I would like to say thank you to my teammates, especially Clone, Geff, and Wisp, for the deck building and deck testing. You are guys awesome, and I didn't expect that after one year of Hyperion existence, we will get that awesome team. So,
but you did.
Thank you. Also, I would like to thank Spellweaver dev team for organizing such a beautiful tournament, and GG for all opponents. Well played.
Right.
Sorry, I'm a bit nervous.
It's okay.
Really? I couldn't tell.
It's okay.
I'm actually kind of glad that we got somebody we can actually interview, because like maybe only about half the people on the list I could get. You were one of them.
Yeah, but you are a teammate once, so we have each other on Skype, so it was easy to communicate then.
Yes, I knew that. See, you're starting to make me regret my choice, but honestly, it doesn't make any difference because you know, I'm in a different position, so it's okay.
Yeah.
It's all right. Anyways, we were taking a look at your decks. The one that surprised us the most was the Corona shenanigans you were pulling. I could have sworn you were gonna pull out a Drayla, but you never did.
It wasn't worth to put Drayla because you need to level up for 3 levels just for her. I could also play Helms in here, but then whole deck would be less consistent than without those 2 cards. So I dropped that idea and played without it. I was afraid about Angels matchup because Lorenthiel and overall Angels could screw me up, but I would just ban it, probably.
Yeah, I mean, you do have some answers to Angel, mostly in the form of the deadly hook. Just pull him front and kill him. Although,
Yeah.
it seems the main way Angels win these days is just stall out until they get 40 life.
Yeah, I mean, I would have to have hook or assassin to do this. Of course, it would it doesn't ensure me win because all players plays 4 Lorenthiels and 4 Guardians, and it would be kinda tricky to stay alive and of course to beat that heal, because 4 Word of Graces is a little bit too much for implants, I guess.
Anyways,
Also,
I think Twitch wants to know that you're really Polish, so yeah, why don't you can go ahead and greet everyone in Polish.
Witam wszystkich i pozdrawiam wszystkich Polaków.
Oh, that's good times.
Well, as if we had any doubt.
Sorry, you could repeat?
No, he was just trolling. He didn't say anything necessarily relevant right now. It's
Okay.
Boltor. Did you forget?
Absolutely.
The only relevant thing I have to say is don't be nervous. You just have, when you go up in front of the internet, you just have to completely throw your shame out the window.
Oh, how do you think we're doing this?
Exactly. You got to basically just realize that you're going to sound like a complete idiot in front of the whole internet and just completely embrace it.
I mean, that's my first talk since, I don't know, 3 or 4 months, so I'm not get used to it.
It's okay. You can practice with us.
Yeah.
And if there's any doubt, we have such silly hats that people will pay more attention to us anyways, if you're too worried.
Yeah, so maybe, do you have any questions for me?
Is there any reason you didn't play Protector in that deck? It seems like a great answer to Rage.
I want to have a good curve, so I just get more early in here, and Protector didn't fit here because I wanted to have as many creatures as soon as possible on the board, because then I could activate Koroni's hero power and just be safe on the board. Because if I lose any creature on the board, I would be in serious trouble, because as we know, Koronis is based on board state mostly.
Fair enough. I always thought he was a good addition because it's so insane combined with Assassin.
Yeah, Assassin is pretty great, but I think this Slave is pretty awesome, because you might go as starting as a second with 1 drop, then attack if opponent doesn't play anything, then just play Slave and Raven. So on turn 2 you have a big advantage on the board.
Slave is one of the 2 cards we were expecting to see. Well, let's see. We saw Wolf Tongue and Slave. Yeah, that's all the only cards we thought might make. Oh no, Silver Fang was added in some decks. My mistake.
Well, I completely expected to see Baseborn Recruit. I said that was absolutely going in Coronis decks.
Yeah, I think that Baseborn and Slave are great additions for Implants deck, because, as I mentioned before, it just Coronis deck has better early, so it can improve that advantage very quickly, and you can curve out your plays.
Yeah, makes sense.
Absolutely.
So the Library Guards was there just to have... Because, I mean, you basically went second aspect just for Library Guards.
Yeah, I mean, Library Guards are good because of 2 reasons mostly. First of all, because they draw cards, so we have sort of cantrip here. And second reason that Library Guards are good are that they are 3 speed, so they can block or attack with Implant almost every creature in the game.
Sure. All right, I'm convinced, right?
And
You sold
now,
me.
the one thing I think Fuzz mentioned that you'd want to talk about was, you guys, obviously with the nerf that came down, what was it, earlier this week, was the nerf with Neva's interaction with Brothers in Arms for Hate Bears. What exactly, you obviously just cut 3 Hate Bear or 4 Brothers in Arms straight out of Hate Bears. Now you replaced them, I'm assuming, with what I thought was 3 Wolf Tongues and another Death Trap, but what exactly did you guys figure out was the best replacement for Brothers in Arms?
Mostly I changed my lineup, adding 3 Zombie Legionnaires for early game to improve my matchup with Lamps, and also 3 Fëanors that also helps in this matchup, because when you go 4 levels, then they can push additional damage from hand. So it is very good. This is very good card in the late game, and it is able to carry out whole game by itself.
Yeah.
And whole idea is a bit different. You don't want to reverence that fast, because now we don't have brothers in arms to draw 2 cards, so you want to reverence maybe turn 6 or 7 that to get out value of this reverence. So you need this Feyenoord even in early to create board presence that doesn't hurt you with cards. I mean, you keep the hand size and you can reverence them for more cards.
What made you choose Burke as your hero for Burning Rage as opposed to, the traditional advanced Zash?
Or even basic Zash.
No,
I mean,
too.
I expected some aggro elves mono, so I thought I would pick Burke because they can clear easily these small elves, so I could get advantage of it. And in game with Uska, it actually worked for me because he was playing lineup like Vamp Lamp and Rage and elves. So I ban his lamp deck because he played a lot of it on the ladder. So I'll risk and stay with nature, and because of that, Burke gave me advantage over him.
Okay.
That's mostly the reason.
Higher level strategy going on here. Not just playing the cards, you're playing the man.
Thank you.
Well, yeah, like I've said before, there's that whole in other games. Maybe maybe you can do this when we actually start being able to see the hands of our opponent in the game. But there's the whole beating your opponent game 1 with what you top decked, even though you've got other ways to beat them, just to put them on tilt for the rest of the game. So there definitely are some mind games when you get into tournaments like these, and especially when these higher up players face off against each other, especially if they've been facing off like on the ladder a lot, then they know each other's game play styles and their tech cards and the way they handle things. It could definitely become a huge thing.
Yeah, one thing I would like to mention that I would like to see an option to disable spectate games, because we are sniping each other, so it's hard to make a unique deck because we can see each other and just copy or make a counter for that. It would improve the variety of home tournament meta, I guess. But it's only proposition from my.
Sounds fair to me. I'm sure that's not too difficult to implement. I know Crip is hiding in chat. He doesn't want to be here, but he is. Maybe he could comment.
The ability to personally just disable spectating during while you're climbing the ladder or something, and you don't want people popping in just to watch. I can see that. I mean, I spend a lot of time. I'm not particularly the best example because I spend a lot of time playing games against the AI because I have such a limited amount of time to actually get in and play Spellweaver to complete my quests and everything, that I tend to do them against the AI because they're just much faster. But I can completely understand someone who wants to, not basically be watched all the time, especially if you're someone going into playing into tournaments and you don't want, personally, I mean, I don't play as much ranked as I'd like, but personally, until you guys posted Hate Bears last month, the week before the tournament, I had no idea that was even a deck. That completely caught me by surprise. So I can understand that, but it's sadly just kind of the age of the internet that we live in. The information gets spoiled so quickly and gets everywhere, the only card game I think I've ever played without really an established meta is one that's completely and utterly like locked down about all the information in it, so where players can't even talk to each other. So there's not much of a meta because no one knows what everyone else is playing.
Well, that won't remain that way for long, obviously. So.
Well, yeah, but
Meta will get established. Information gets passed around. Things get net decked. Salt is created. Souls are crushed. The cycle repeats.
net decking will always be a thing, and that's good because that's I suck at building decks, so I need to survive. So I need to sustain solely on net decking. But I did mention earlier in the stream that certain decks, like I forget whose it was, but like when you see coming from tournaments that I've played in the past in different card games and everything, there's always tournament reports. Everyone wants to know, oh, what decks did the winners play? What decks are the best? And then they come up to like this one person, they got second, third, maybe every once in a while they win, and they're like, wow, what the heck? What deck is that? I can't wait to play it. And then they sit down, they play it because it's completely like anti-meta, nothing they had ever thought about, and they're like, this deck doesn't make any sense. I can't believe how it won. Well, it's because it was built by that person for that person, and it's their mind that makes it work, so to speak. So it's some definitely something for people to keep in mind when they go net decking. But I started rambling on. I had a point.
What you're trying to say is it's about how you use this deck against certain other decks, like knowing that against angels maybe you don't try to play a fair game anymore. You're just trying to be a troll. Okay, now I'm rambling. The idea is it's not just your deck, it's who is running the deck. An experienced player will know how to make the right decision against a certain matchup, and will pull in more wins than someone who just net decks, thinks this is Hearthstone or something, and then gets completely wrecked because he has no idea what he's doing, and thinks this deck sucks.
Of course, but in that level of competition, like for example in Masters, that doesn't matter because all the players are good enough to learn all the decks. So we are pretty even on that, I guess.
Yeah, fair enough. I don't know if there's anything else anybody want to ask, or if you want to look at Boltor's hat some more. Or, I don't know, maybe feel inspired by Lorenthiel's mere presence.
Well, I just got a message from Crip saying we may want to cut this short because everyone who's basically not me, the Americans, want to go watch the Euro final.
Oh, okay, sure.
I mean, I'll probably switch it on, but obviously I don't have as much stake in it because America can't do jack in football. So, but I mean, what was it the last World Cup? We made it like 2 rounds in, and everyone was super excited about that. So, but you guys can. I mean, I told him you guys can go. The devs can go. Lorenthiel, unless you have anything else you want to say, you can feel free to go stand up and let the nerves just completely just shake out of your body, because I know you're probably sitting there like trying to hold them all in right now, because I know how that feels. I've performed at tournaments not as big as this one, but similar. I mean, we're just gonna Fuzz and I had an idea of sitting here chatting with Twitch chat for a little bit, but
we're not gonna hold them then if they want to watch some other excitement. By all means, we'll be here next month.
And the next month. And the next month.
Yeah, hopefully forever. I mean, I don't know. However long games last these days. Anyways, it was fun hearing your voice. I honestly expected you to sound a little different. I thought you would be like much older.
Yeah?
For some reason.
I don't know.
That's fine. Absolutely nothing wrong with the way people sound, but yeah, we'll do. I mean, I have nothing particularly else to ask. I asked all my questions about your deck choices.
Yeah.
But congratulations again, Lorenthiel. I'm hoping.
Cha-ching.
I would love for a tournament at some point for there to be enough teams like Hyperion to the point where we could have like a team tournament, like the teams face off against one another. We've done.
I really hope so that some in the future we will get team battles. So it would be awesome, really awesome.
I mean, right now we'd have what, Hyperion versus Ace Breakers,
which currently has like 2 members.
That would be.
And also Peacekeeper team, I guess, but they're not official right now, as far as I know.
I just go by little like banner is at the bottom of their forum posts. I forgot Peacekeeper was building a team.
Oh, he is. All right. You take it easy, friend. Stay Polish. And I don't know. Now that you're the defending champion, we're gonna have to be super hopeful for you and be very disappointed if you don't win it next time. You know how it is, right?
I do my best.
It's all you can do. See you around, and I don't know. I thought I had something profound to add at the end, but no.
May the cards rise to meet you and bring good RNG to your enemies' enemies.
Yeah. Alright, everyone else. We're gonna cut it off. Because we all probably need a rest a little bit. And even though, I don't know, these tournaments, I don't know, I felt like Pioneer was a lot longer.
I think it was, but I think it was basically just because we had a few issues and we had people who didn't show up, so we had to delay the tournament. Plus, we had people who took a lot longer to do their games because they weren't as sure about their plays as some other people.
Okay, now I'm stopping it right now, I promise.